Good morning, everybody. All right, today we're going to go into a palette that I got from my best friend, Marta, for my birthday. Well, it was a birthday and Christmas gift, and today is my birthday. And it's the first time I am going to use this Charlotte Tilbury the Icon Palette. And I really don't know what colors I'm gonna use today. What's difficult is it's a very, I don't know if you could tell on this video, there's no mattes. Not one of these is a matte. Some of these look almost like satins, where these ones up top have a little bit more sparkle, glitter. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna go into without it being too glittery. So I'm primed. I'm gonna go into this. Okay, so this is the way they do this. These are the day eyes. These are the date eyes. These are diva eyes. And these are disco eyes. 1, 2, and 3. So I'm going to go into the diva eyes shade number 2 here. I don't know, the way she's got them listed, she's got prime, enhance, smoke. But I feel like if I prime with this, ooh, that's sparkly. I didn't swatch any of these either. I'm just gonna dab a little bit of that on my, oh, that's so sparkly. It's beautiful, but whew. All right, I'm gonna go in the number 2 shade. And just get into my transition. A lot of times when you use the brush anyhow, the sparkles kind of don't show for whatever reason. Good payoff, I like it. And it's definitely not like blinged out like I expected it to be. I like it. I like it. It works. I'm gonna do the other eye, and then I'll probably just go like a back and forth between the two to get it built up as much as I'd like it to. So here's what I have so far. That so far sounded angry, didn't it? Here's what I have so far. I didn't mean it to sound angry. I'm not angry. I think we're gonna go 1 shade below it. So this number 3 bottom shade. Again, and I'm using my Sigma E25. But again, there's no colors. Like I can't, I know I just switched eyes on you. I don't know why I do that. Anybody else do that? Started an eye look on one color and then started on the other eye. It's weird. I'm just doing a classic type eye today, just because this is my first time playing with this, and quite honestly, I don't want to get it like too crazy with some dramatic look. It's very, very blendable to this other shade. Like, I feel like the two are doing very well together. I do feel like this brown shade that I'm in now, this number 3, is not nearly as dark as I thought it would be. It's very velvety on, though. All right, so what I think I might do, these are very pinky toned. I actually think I'm going to go very little bit into this black shade. I think it's black. It doesn't look like a dark blue, it looks like a black. Same brush. Very little bit. I mean, very little bit. Just to build it up a teeny weeny more. I'm gonna go back over it with that brown, the one that's next to this black color. I just felt like it was not as dark as I wanted it to be. But that's what's great about this palette, is you have at least a black to work with. When palettes don't, it's tough. So I'm kind of left with this. Going back into that brown shade. It's good, it's looking good. I like the blend. I do have to touch up the, I'm going into that black a little bit more. I do have to touch up a little bit of the upper crease, but other than that, it's other than that, looks good. All right, back into that light brown, lighter brown. Now let's get into the cup. But see what I mean? You got, sometimes you have to go in to a color several times. Okay, now going back with my Morphe E23 brush. And I'm just buffing. Going in that middle shade again. That's that. Okay, works. So this is my Sigma E54. And I think I'm gonna go right up into this same color family. I may dip into this with my finger. It looks like a very pretty color, but it also is definitely not showing up as much as I would have liked. though. Well, I guess I just have to build it up. Maybe I'll take, I don't know, I do want to play with it on my finger a little bit. Oh, that's nice. See that little, just that little difference. Okay, now I'm going back to my Sigma E25. And I am just dabbing that brown right up to into that crease ever so slightly. I don't want to disturb that gold. So I might even go in. This is my E33. It's like a little crease blender. Sorry, I'm like foggy today a little bit. So I am putting a very little bit of the brown and then taking it very softly. I like it. I want to add more, but I don't want to add more. So now I'm going into the baby blending brush. This is my E27, picking up a little bit of that black again. Just for that very outer tip. And I'm using the first very light strokes, but going very gentle into that crease. And I'm not really taking it all around, taking it about halfway, because then I'm gonna go back into the brown. And sort of blend out that black. Now I'm going to go around those edges with my E25 very gently, just to blend back into my E23 Morphe brush for the very tops. Nothing added to this. This is more of just to kind of blend up. It's very, very pretty. Very, very pretty type golds and okay, now I'm gonna do my face makeup on, put my face makeup on, and I'll be right back. That's what I got for now. Okay, here I am with face makeup on. I am gonna do the bottom lashes. And of course I have to go into the classic black Charlotte Tilbury that my bestie got me as well. So I'm gonna pop that into the waterline, and this just goes on like it's literally made of butter. I mean, made of butter. So that is my waterline. I'm going to go very lightly just in that outer corner, right on top of the lashes, till about halfway. So there's where I'm at. I always like to leave this out because I am sure I will add more to the waterline. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my Sigma E27 brush, the little baby blender, and I'm going to take this bottom brown with the very tip. I'm going straight down into this. I don't know if you could see, but this is gonna be my little smudge. Until I use my Morphe 506 brush. So there's my smudge. Making sure to connect it out here, because obviously you want the two colors to meet up, which I still to this day struggle a little bit with that. So there's that. And then I'm gonna grab my Morphe 506. I'm going to go into that middle shade. Which I'm glad it's not super sparkly with this brush, because I didn't want to do that, but I did want a lighter color down there. There's a very little bit of that shine kind of coming off, but it's not enough to like make me crazy. I am gonna take on the tip of my finger some of that little top shade and go dot the inner. See how I did that? I like that look. Kind of blends it into that that black that we smoked out a little bit. And now I'm just going kind of under that. I don't want to obviously rub it off. All right, so my 506 now is going to, as it always does, go and clean up the corners. Okay, wasn't sure of this palette. It's not, I shouldn't say I wasn't sure of this palette. The colors blend amazing. The colors are beautiful, but I just was feeling at first like they're really nothing special. They blend well, but I don't feel like I have to have this palette. Now that I'm seeing the end use and how easy it is to play with it after I've placed my colors and kind of like enhance areas, I really like it. So I'm gonna go in with my E36 Morphe, and I'm gonna go back into this kind of goldy champagne shade and pick up a little bit, because this is just a good brush to get in that inner corner. I'm gonna try and see just a hair underneath. Yeah. I don't know if you could see that little bit of sparkle I did under my brow, just to give it that little. All right, that's my final. I'm gonna put mascara on and I'll be right back. Okay, so my very first take on the Icon Palette by Charlotte Tilbury. So initially, when I opened it up, I really love the neutral colors with this little bit of these darker kind of black and green and blue. But I was thrown off initially because there's no mattes in this at all. And I was afraid that the transition shade would be like super, a little bit too shimmery, a little bit too sparkly. And then the first couple, I gotta go. Sorry. But anyhow, the Charlotte Tilbury, I was a little bit nervous and I didn't think I would like it, but I'm telling you, the more I played with it, the more blendy it was. And I think this one might be one of my top favorites, like of all time. I have to play with it more because there's a bunch of different colors in here, but I really did like it a lot.